My name is Julia DaSilvaBeharry, and I'm a doctoral candidate in business administration at UMGC. My primary mentor is Dr. James Gillette, and my secondary reader is Dr. Trina Shields. This presentation provided a brief update on the progress of my DBA 870 dissertation. Management problem and purposes for this dissertation. The management problem is a result of the following. U.S. workplaces are experiencing high employee turnover of working women with young children. Employees voluntarily left the workforce from 2015 to 2019 by quitting their jobs. Working women with young children of generational differences are experiencing a high desire of work-life balance. The purpose of this dissertation was to provide business leaders and practitioners with information on how flexible work arrangements may sustain employee retention and reduce employee turnover for working women with young children. The research question was, what are the effects of flexible work arrangements on employee retention of working women with young children? SEMO methodology was used in this dissertation to test the research question. Significance. In reiterating the research question, what are the effects of flexible work arrangements on employee retention of working women with young children? The research is significant to the U.S. workforce because the flexible work arrangements positively affect working women with young children, other employees, and employers towards increasing employee retention and reducing employee turnover and overhead costs. Employers, employees, and primarily working mothers prefer flexible work arrangement to cope with work-life balance, improve job satisfaction, and yield production. Flexibility is vital for Americans, other nations, and women with young children since it allows them to manage their responsibilities as caregivers and working professionals. Social identity theory highlighted evolved gender stereotypes and societal cultural practices between male employees and female employees. Male employees are associated roles as resource providers, while female employees are assigned roles to cope with motherhood, caregivers, or resource providers. Then the societal practices emerge from these roles associated with gender roles, gender employee retention rates had an effect as a result of flexible work arrangements. Male employees experience flexible work arrangement. Female employees did not experience adequate flexible work arrangement. As a result, the flexible work arrangement of societal identity theory emphasized that societal and cultural practices, gender roles, and gender stereotypes, societal culture, and norms were well experienced by the male employees in a positive way, unlike the female employees. An inclusion and exclusion criteria was conducted where it shows here for this dissertation articles published between 2005 and 2003. The language mainly is English language. The subject topics focus on studies on employee retention, employee turnover, turnover intention, mothers working, job satisfaction, flexible work arrangement, flex time, work-life balance, parental leaves, and motherhood. The exclusion focus on published articles before 2005 and non-English language. For the critical appraisal and PRISMA, utilize the purpose and weight of evidence methodology for critical appraisal. A quality appraisal was conducted on the 39 articles remaining, utilizing the Tapupas methodology, which was mentioned just now, as well as the weight of evidence tool. A score of 1 to 3 was applied for each element of Tapupas, resulting in a maximum score of 3 points possible for a single article. Only articles scoring 2 or more points were considered of high enough quality. Thematic synthesis was also conducted in this dissertation. From the synthesis, themes were derived. 1. Flexible work arrangements, well-being and work-life balance in gender stereotypes, coaching support and gender differences, job-related burnout, concerning employee flexibility of working mothers. 3. Organizational culture, flexible work arrangements, and gendered retention outcomes of using flexible work arrangements. 4. Flexible work arrangements and organizational outcomes for working women with young children. Primarily findings were also discovered from this dissertation. 1. Flexible work arrangements improve employee well-being and work-life balance. Well-being and work-life balance reduce absenteeism and turnover, increase productivity, and enhance employee engagement and loyalty. Also, positive organizational culture cultivates collaboration, productivity, and employee satisfaction, and promote well-being, work-life balance, and flexibility among working mothers with young children. In addition, gendered retention outcome of workplace using flexible work arrangements increase employee retention and close the gender stereotype gap. Using flexible work arrangements in gender roles can also increase and sustain employee retention of working mothers with young children. The progress of this dissertation is that chapter 1, 2, and 3 were submitted, while chapter 4 is in its working draft state and not submitted, and chapter 5 not started. References were used here to conduct this dissertation. Here are some of the references. Attention. Thank you. End of presentation. Questions, feedback appreciated.